guys, oh my God. So something came to my attention. Something came to my attention, and it's about phony hoes. Phony hoes. Now, you guys have to understand, like, this whole thing that you guys are watching on my channel, in regards to bitches playing in Oakland with spell work, hoes playing on YouTube with spell work. By the way, I have an update for you guys on Stephanie Smith. Go on her YouTube page, Stephanie P. Smith. Some of you guys don't know that Stephanie has a son that's special needs. He's like 14. Then she had two other kids after that with a different person, and they all got taken away by CPS. And she's online talking about God and this and that. Let me just show you her page real quick, because this is also one of the ones like, yeah, like I didn't really know Daisy and what was going on. I think she was talking about a different Stephanie, but yeah, I think she's like super solid. And yeah, I'm working with her too. Oh, did you hear about that? The virtual reality? Oh, I got a message about that too. Because that's what these hoes are doing now. This is what I'm talking about. What? This is the one that I'm talking about. She has a special needs son. And Stephanie goes from, you're going to see all this on her page. Stephanie goes from country to country doing like extreme sex work. So if you're seeing her travel, she's doing like 4 or 5 men at a time. And they have like something that they call like maybe love bucket, like where men, they shit on the bodies of women. It's like a thing, and then like they get into like gay sex, and then she'll do like disgusting things. It's like something that they've like started. There's so much about it on the internet, right? Just go ahead and like look it up. It's like something that they were like doing, like travel tourism. And that's why a lot of black women, when they go to Dubai, that's what they're doing. And that's why they're getting hit the fuck up. It's like a bunch of articles about it. That's what she gets paid to do. A lot of hoes now are trying to flip the script because of how extreme the situation has gotten with people's kids, with the coding language, with space knowledge, with the healing work, and with everything that came out. And they have no Akasha, and they're not a high priestess, and they're up in space. So there's a bunch of bitches like, oh yeah, me and Daisy, we haven't talked in a long time, but we're really still cool. It was like really something that like, we just lost communication. She moved around a lot, I moved around a lot, but we're really still cool. I don't talk to any of these hoes. So for those of you guys that are watching my channel and you have different bitches, Carolyn, even Desiree, Stephanie, whatever, all these hoes, Maisha, whoever the fuck it is, talking about, oh, I'm cool with Daisy. Like, oh yeah, look, we communicate and stuff like that. I'm texting her, da 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 da. First of all, some of these bitches were my clients. Some of them running around talking about we're friends and this and that. I don't have any friends. I have higher selves and I have comrades. I don't have fucking friends, right? We're not fucking friends. Those are my fucking clients. Some of these hosts are running around talking about, yeah, me and Daisy, we're cool. Like, oh my God, like I'm just telling you right now, I know it's just so much going on. But I remember when we first started working on this, I don't know any of those hosts. Every single last one of those hosts that's running around, they had their hand in it. They had their hand in it. Starting shit, running their mouth, causing hella drama, trying to get into my organization, find out about documents, projects that I was working on, curriculum that I was building, sharing it with different white people. There's one of these hoes that's gonna get blasted on here in a few days. She went to go take the trauma work that I was doing, shared a curriculum that I built, and then she asked me to come on her podcast and do an episode. She never circulated the episode and took all of my content and tried to make like a consulting firm out of it. They put her on CNN and stuff like that because she was a fucking op. She's getting hit by the IRS now because she was like on government benefits and Section 8 and SSI and stuff like that. And they're like, well, you have enough money. Like, okay, I shouldn't have been like taking that money to like talk. And I knew for a fact that I wasn't like, built and ready in the community, because that there was like a big thing like that came out in the social justice community. Different conferences and people getting called in as ops, getting called in to speak because they were ops working for certain whites. Because that's how I met her. She was like working for a white woman and said, oh, let's do mental health work. And I was like, oh, okay. Right. So when all this shit was going on with spell work and all that, ask them, where were you? When Daisy moved to Atlanta, when all this was going on, when the court was going back and forth, when they were starting hella shit, where the fuck were you? Because some of you guys now are watching my channel because it's come up in your neighborhood like, oh, hey, weren't you friends with this female? I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, no, we used to be friends, but like, so much has gone on. Like, I just haven't seen her because their name is in it now and their family's name is coming up. Yeah. So I just wanted to let you guys know that because I just got some information like, oh, wait, I don't fuck with none of those hoes. Nah. And then something got started with my coding language where they just realized, like, oh, okay, a bunch of white people are about to lose a bunch of money. Like, oh, let me start making it seem like I'm cool with Daisy. Even some of these hoes have like sat there and done magic on me. And I'm like, I know what the fuck you're doing. Like, what the fuck? Because when people are doing magic on me, it pops up like a screen in my head and it shows me like the spell work that they're doing. Like, oh, really? Return to sender. What? Infiltrating my organization, like, oh yeah, she did this and this and that. There's some documents that I'm gonna share about a bunch of women that I gave like $500 each to, and they didn't do anything for me. I was like, oh, here, let me just give you $500 each. You came to a meeting. I'm expecting you to like put in some work, and let's get started. The minute I let all of them go from my organization, I made $300,000 fucking dollars, and I have the documents to prove so. And that's how the California endowment, mainly Martha Jimenez, that gathered the whole Spanish community that's watching here. You guys know a lot of the sellout Spanish people, they're like watching this, police officers, lawyers, judges, etc. They're watching this because she brought them here. They saw those contracts and those documents, they went fucking bad on her. What are you talking about? Oh, well, no, she was a sex worker, I can promise you. She just found his number online and just started doing this. That's not true. What's this? Oh, yeah, well, I never saw that. Oh. I don't want to say that. Like, we were switching people's kids at birth, and I was playing with brujeria, and I was starting a bunch of shit, and then I was activating different people to play games at work with other people because my family was secretly, the whites that worked against your family and turned you into ops. So now there's another realm of fuckery getting created with all these hoes going back into the community. And this is why I say it's so perfect that this happened, because this story right here is going to expose several different stories and ways that people behave that's so against God and so against human nature and so nonsensical. It's going to get everything. Gossip is going to stop once and for all. Drama is going to stop once and for all. Setting people up is going to stop once and for all. Playing both sides and playing with white people, that's done. You already see what they fucking got. Look what happened with Asia. Look what happened with the Indians. Look what happened with the sellouts. Look what's going on in Philly with all those men getting killed that play in that mosque. You guys have to understand that these bitches really play the game thinking that, oh, well, yeah, well, look at her now. Well, look at her now. And okay, yeah, I stole your work. And okay, yeah, I shouldn't have started that though. Okay, yeah, I know that they were like kidnapping kids for human sacrifice. I didn't know it was going to go that far because we lied on your name and started a bunch of shit because you cut us all off. It all started with me cutting a bunch of bitches off because I was like, oh, you know what? You guys are all doing magic on me. Like, what the fuck? Oh, let me stop. It's just a bunch of nonsense that was going on. I'm done. Like, I just do this on my own. I can work on my own. I've been doing it for years. Now, I just want to let a lot of you guys know that you don't know that this same exact story is happening in your situation too. Because you know, I talked about this in the readings that I used to do on my YouTube channel, right? Like, no, don't look at that one, look at this. Because a lot of these hoes that went to go run my name and play games, they didn't know that their enemies were going to come into my YouTube channel. That's a big thing. The karmics will set up the arena for you. They will put you on a pedestal. Use your enemy as your footstool. These karmics will run your name in different circles, in different places, and people will come in droves like, oh, wow, that's so crazy. Who is this sister? Oh, wow, who is this bitch? Let me see. I thought you said that she was like a problem. Just keep listening. You'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't see any of that happening here. Who is this and why are you playing with her? And now something's coming back up. But didn't you tell me about all this spell work? Like, no, I don't remember telling you all that. Why are you telling me at work? Because you're the one that told me about Daisy and you told me that she was doing this and this and that, and you were spreading shit about her and you were going to spell work parties. Because now everyone's trying to hide their hand in the spell work that got everyone's kids trafficked and that clinical trial fuckery really amped, right? So now, yeah, no, I would never like speak down on her. Yeah, no, I completely see it. Like, oh no. And then because my hand is running a bunch of shit against white people dying in mass. Oh yeah, we're all about racial justice, and that's why you're getting what the fuck you're getting, and you got defunded. Oh no, we're all about racial justice. Alicia Garza watching my channel, like, okay, sis, okay. I know you can hear me, Daisy. No, I can't fucking hear you. But if you want me to hear you, I can, because that got blasted in the virtual reality and somebody said, you dirty ass bitch, do you know what we're planning for you? Because they were playing with the virtual reality like in space with their whole bodies. They made clones for them because they don't live or exist in space because they're illegals. So they made clones and copies of them to play and things like that and upload people. And that's how a lot of you guys got uploaded. Like, oh, you were playing in space. Like they just made a body for you. I could see that. Like a call center of like ratchets to upload us and play with us because they have social media like in space. And Alicia Garza is the founder of Black Lives Matter. And imagine her being involved with the white men that started all this. And now everyone's calling her like, hey, didn't you tell me about Daisy? You told me that she was a big ass problem. And if she emails, don't answer her emails. And that she started this and she started that. And that she wasn't doing her work. And you're going to go take like, yeah, now I have to carry the work. It's like, I wish this will stop. Now I have to do her work. What work? You're an illegal. You don't have any speech. You can't speak the sacred language. You're a karmic. You're eating out a white woman on her period. Okay. Yeah, we sold out the whole black and brown community so we can get funding. It was a big plan. Okay. Okay, yeah, we didn't do anything effective. No, you didn't. So now you see what the fuck I'm talking about, because they all got in bed together to play with a few white people for money, but only to find out that Daisy and a few other people own all these different economies because of how they played games. And then the speech in space coming out. Had you never, ever, 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 ever thought to disrupt my peace and upload me to virtual reality, this would have never fucking happened, and you deserve it. And the biggest thing is like, but you told me that sis was a problem, but she's the only one that's solid though. She's the only one handling business. Okay, yeah, yeah. You guys, also too, Gome and her nephew, which is gonna come out on my channel in just a few days. No, I never said that. My nephew just said that she was being a problem. Korea, you told me that your nephew was like 16 years old and that Daisy gave him like a love spell in sparkling soda, and that's why she fired him. No, that's not what I told you. No. So why is Daisy emailing people saying that he was watching child pornography on the computer? Because they contacted her because the computer was on a specific network for nonprofits and they used TeamViewer on the computer. And they were actually coworkers. That was never her student. I don't know. I'm really sick. I just feel like you're putting so much on me right now, and I'm trying to take care of myself. That's what these hoes are starting. You guys do not know what the fuck has gone down in the Bay Area because these hoes started playing with my name. You guys have to just be careful when you're starting that goofiness where you're turning your mouth into a porta potty, right? And you're anchoring yourself down as a tensor space for drama. You just have to be fucking careful whose name you want to go play with, whose physics you want to go play with, and whose reality you're trying to fucking invert with drama and gossip. Like, oh, if I knew that it was going to end like this, I would have never started that. But I just thought that like I had power and stuff like that. Everyone does. And that's why there's people that are of God and people that are not, right? Because there's people that can take advantage and opportunities and things like that, right? Opportunists and all those different type of things, right? Like some bitch that got into my chart with some like fake ass generator thing and was like, oh, look at her, this in her chart, look at that in her chart. And someone called her like, hey, Lucy, remember how you were playing in Daisy's like zodiac chart? Do you know that that's one of the reasons why no one talks to you? Because there was like some white bitch that was playing with like some like fake like tool that they were like running around, and it like she typed up some like fake ass analysis and was like, oh look, this is what I found. Because her and her girlfriend were like putting women under like peyote and pequite and molesting them. And then also too, somebody died in like an ayahuasca ritual that they did. And then on top of, yes, several. And then she has sex in her family. And it came out that they were planted in the Bay Area to dismantle the urban land justice movement and the urban farming movement. And they did. Because you guys saw Kelly Carlisle and everyone else acting on verba. They got defunded. Right? So they did their job and then she ran off. She left the Bay Area. You hosts have to be very, very fucking careful because now everyone's sending out these videos about proof of chaos. Did you hear about this black woman? And everybody in Oakland went against her because she told on the pedophiles and she told on a serial killer. And now everyone's trying to be her friend because they saw something from space. She hasn't even got paid in court yet. And they're already preparing like, oh, that's going to go on for days. And okay, oh, her case, oh, they're rigging her case. Why is this like going so far where now like all of our names are wrapped up with like white supremacists? And that's what happened. Now all those karmics are trying to disassociate their name to get funding. Like, oh, but you were involved with all them. No. But you were involved with them. And you came and personally told me that Daisy was being a problem and she was starting this and this and that. And she was like lost her mind and she was like on drugs or whatever. And I'm sitting here watching her channel for the past 4 years and I'm tired of watching it. Because remember, I told you guys that Desiree, you guys have seen her, the period blood bandit, AKA slug butt. She was feeding people period blood through a public tea business that she had. She got on YouTube making a fake page. I'm going to show you this fake page. This is her that did that. She was sending out videos to people like, oh, look at Daisy losing her mind and da-da-da-da. And then she's listening to the videos like, oh, actually, oh, that makes sense. Maybe I shouldn't have sent that to people. That's how the whole entire social justice movement came to my YouTube channel. You guys are watching my page. You see, oh, it says that there's 8 people in the chat. I'm gonna turn this off, and you're gonna see that there's 100 people, 200 people, etc. in every live stream, right? They edit that. They put like something on like some type of like algorithm on there to cut it down by percentage. Then you guys are watching, like I'm watching this, you're watching this, my town is watching this, your town is watching that. There's more people watching that. They edit my channel because of how extreme this is. It's only because a bunch of people started dying in mass, like, oh yeah, oh no, we're cool. Like that, we're always gonna be solid. We were like really good friends. Okay, yeah, I shouldn't have like tried to run your name, like, so I can get in good with Ashara and all these other hosts. I thought that they were gonna get me funding to try to run the business that you were doing. Okay, yeah, I shouldn't have been emailing people like, I just had to tell you my experience with her and da 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 da. And people responding like, oh, hey, I think I remember you. Thank you so much. Because you already had a reputation. I just didn't know that. Most of these hoes are older than me that were playing games, or they already like ruined their name, like Desiree, and then came back. Because a lot of people don't know that she was homeless on Mills College campus. She was doing sex work at like 300 something pounds, talking about, oh, I need a bustier. Oh, I need a waist trainer. Stanking and not combing her hair. And then she had a psychological breakdown. She got 5250. People don't know like her past before she started running around with like a certain group of people in like the youth philanthropy and youth development field. So I just wanted to tell you guys, you have to understand this story is also your story. You're gonna see this, and look what happened with their family. A lot of people, you're gonna say this, look what happened with their family. Now all of them are trying to make it seem like they're cool with us, like they're solid, because we told on the La Malinche or La Medellin, the white people that were running certain brown people to play games with us and stuff like that. We told on them, and now look, they're trying to associate with our family because we're the only one that has good alcohol, right? We're the only one that has real weight. We're the only one that has good mota. We're the only one that has land that can grow things, and people are not constantly sending our herbs back. That's a big thing. People are sending back the herbs because they're deactivated or they have a taste, a chemical taste, and it's because of what they did. Right. So I just want to say, before you guys hear all these stories, because there's thousands of people watching my channel is being edited. I don't fuck with any of those hosts, period. They can all go and kick rocks and die for what they started.